I just shot a three-legged bear. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's funny. People. It's a misconception. Bear hunting. People think it's a slam dunk. They think, oh, you just go out there and you start, feeding the bear donuts or candy or jam, and they just come out and let you shoot them. It's so not the case. It is not a slam dunk. It's not a guaranteed. It's a lot of work. I sat on that stand for 26 hours. 26 hours before I saw the first bear, the little one of the little ones you see that I videoed.
Little guy just came in 2 nights in a row. Came in tonight a little bit earlier. I was very timid. Didn't hang around. I knew there was something else going. I saw a bear coming in, hobbling, when I decided it was a shooter. I then realized I believe it has 3 legs. Okay, so the first thing you do after you shoot a bear, you chamber a second round, you put the gun on safety, and take a minute to gather your thoughts.
Well, now the excitement's kind of worn off. Very happy about the bear. It was a 3-legged male. Very interesting bear. Definitely would love to know the story, how it lost its leg. It appears to have happened from a very young age. But my 300 Win Mag came right down through top of the neck, and what I was trying to do was put that bullet out through the shoulder where he was missing his leg to try not to ruin the meat. But good clean kill, straight to the ground, never moved. Cannot express how excited, happy, beautiful bear, absolutely beautiful in its own way. But been a long day. It's about 11 o'clock. Got him in the cooler, so he's cooling down. And just been the end of a very good day, very good week. It's been very little activity. Twice. I saw him last night after 26 hours on the stand. Finally saw the little guy, and then tonight he came back in at about I'd say 6:30, 6:15 maybe, and he hung out for about 45 minutes. But he was just spooked. That bear was just timid. He kept looking back in the woods, and I just had that feeling that there was just something bothering him. Something he didn't tip the barrel. He just wasn't right. He moseyed off, and he was gone for about 20 minutes, and then at 7:25, this guy come in, and when his head came around the back of that tree, it was just weird because I saw him hobbling, and I was like, I wonder if that was a bear Travis hit the night before last. Maybe he was wounded and he was over on my side of the mountain. It's the only thing I could think of. Then when he turns sideways the other way, I noticed he was missing his leg. And I saw the size of his head, and I went, oh my God, this bear is definitely ready to be harvested. And I said, I was trying to think about it. Oh my God, if I could just take it in such a way that I wouldn't ruin any more meat. So my theory was to, like I said, shoot down through the neck and into that bum shoulder, but I ended up staying in the middle and went down through his lungs, which is fine. It was a good clean kill right through the spinal cord. So now it's um, a good example of why when you're baiting, um, a barrel is kind of handy because you can judge the size of the bear, and it's a good gauge. In other words, when a bear, if you when that little guy is about realistically about 75 pounds, let's say, when you see that bear standing in the woods, that bear, you can say what you want. People can have their own stories, but it's easy. Someone could easily think that bear was 200 pounds standing in the woods. When it walks up to that barrel, and that bear doesn't stand above that second line of that barrel, you know that bear is probably about a year and a half old, probably around 75, 80 pounds tops. So it's a good judge. It's a good way to judge the size of a bear. You know, instead of just as soon as the bear starts to come through the woods, if you shoot it and you walk up to it and you realize it's oh my god, what have I done? You end up with 25 pounds of meat. It's like it's not the point. You don't shoot the small bear. You shoot the small bear, you never have a big bear. It happens. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. But the idea is to let those bears reproduce and grow. Um, but as I said, as you can see, when that bear gets up to the barrel, it's like it's just how big a 55-gallon drum is. The bear's not that big all of a sudden. But when he's not next to the barrel, it's like, whoa, that's a nice bear. It looks big. It's hard to tell. Um, the good thing is if a bear won't fit in the barrel, then you know it's a shooter. Good indication. If he say there's no way that bear would fit in that barrel, it's like that's a shooter. So, anyways, it's just something to be said about methods of baiting. If you're using a barrel, it's a good indication. And again, the idea is get an ethical shot, quick, clean kill. Harvest a bear that's ready to be harvested. Don't shoot the first thing you see. Certainly don't shoot a mother and a sow with cubs. Obviously, um, dry sows get shot all the time. Um, there's no indication that it's a female if there's no cubs around. So you shoot it and you realize it's a female, but there's no cubs. So well, that happens. Um, but anyway, it's just an argument when you're using baiting as a method. It's a good argument to use a barrel for that.
You want to put more wood on the fire, or
I'm gonna go into the cabin and start a fire.
start a fire in the cabin? Yeah.
Yeah.
What a day! What a great day! And hopefully the other guys, one of the other guys, will pull something out tomorrow. So we'll see. Gonna have something to eat, get to bed, and just kind of. I don't know if I'm going to be going to sleep anytime soon. I'm just starting to come down. Been a great week at Bosebuck, and can't thank Mike enough. He's a great host, been a great guy. A lot of help, a lot of fun. Great guy to hang out with. So anyway.
There's my knife of choice right there, or both knives. William Collins Fin and Fur, and William Collins Trapping Woodsman. In these nice custom cases. This is what I find to be one of the best game processing outfits I've ever used, actually. That in particular is probably the handiest knife I've ever had. But this one here is wicked nice for skinning. And a lot of other things. But anyway, that's what I prefer. My favorite knives right there. Easier if you had 4 legs. One and a quarter. One quarter. And this bear might be about 15 years old. As you can see, it's a very tough bear. Just kind of an example of what these things can live through. We don't really know how he lost his leg. The game warden seemed to think it was from an early age. So it could have been from a car accident. It could have been from, not sure. So we're only kind of speculating. When you gives you an example of how tough these animals are. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy life, but he was probably the biggest, baddest bear on the mountain. All this stuff.
big points. Gotta keep working fast, so because time is of the essence.
You're doing pretty good considering 4 years ago you wouldn't even look at a dead bear.
I think once it becomes work, it then becomes food. It's easier to deal with. There's really no other way to put it, you know. Not that I think everyone appreciates a beautiful wild animal, but when you get it to this stage and you're racing, beating the clock, trying to get things taken care of, it is what it is, you know. But you kind of have to do this type of stuff to really get to that point, I believe, and not everybody does, one reason or another. Here's where he had another wound too. We're trying to figure out what it was. We think he got shot, and there's a big bunch of gristle right here. So obviously something went through there at one point, whether it was an arrowhead or a bullet. I don't know what it was, but he took a shot right there in the back, and didn't slow him down any. It probably slowed him down, but it certainly didn't do him in. That is a tough spot right there. That's how you remove the bear's foot. Then you flush the bone out later. But for now, we're going to, just to get him taken care of, we're going to worry about the cape later. I've never done a three-legged bear, so I don't know what. I don't know what's going to come off. Skin or what's bone? Very odd. Seems to be coming off though.
They estimated that leg would have weighed 24 pounds. So he would have been 24 pounds heavier, which would have made him 366. So that's just an estimate, but judging by the way those feel, I'd have to probably say he's pretty darn close.
All fat. Brian is going to love me. Now, we're not fleshing it, we're just moving the bulk of the fat off.
Fat. Woo. Oh, Nelly.
I'm wondering if we should, where it's a tenderloin, I wonder if we should just like cut it in two big pieces and cut it up when we cook it, or cut it up now.
What do you think?
I just got my finger.
Me? How you liking that Trap and Woodsman?
Oh, it's good.
Works pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
kind of a toss-up. I'm used to using this one, but I like that one too for the tougher stuff. Getting into the bone.
Yeah.
But,
That handle.
Yeah, it's a wicked. It's like talk about a no-slip design.
Yeah.
Good stuff. What do you think, Seth?
Oh, it's good.
That meet your approval?
Yeah.
That's pretty. That's what it's all about, right there. Nice bare backstrap, trimmed out, and good job. Done.